What's the Carolinas' most famous textile town? Well, that's debatable, but we think it might be McAdenville. Everybody knows McAdenville, where the whole town decorates for Christmas, then invites everybody over to enjoy their world-famous light show. They've been doing that for generations. But you know what's just as impressive as McAdenville's Christmas lights? The way they've kept their textile town growing and their textile workers on the job. Jeff Sonier's in McAdenville just in time for the holidays with our special series, Textile Towns, remade in the Carolinas.
Yeah, you've heard the old saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Well, that could be the official town motto here in the old mill village of McAdenville. The mill itself, well, it's changed to keep up with changes in the textile industry, but the town of McAdenville, and in particular the town's traditions, well, they really haven't changed much at all.
10, 9.
It's the
8,
countdown
7, 6, 5.
That turns this textile town
3, 2, 1.
into Christmas town.
Our lights come on every December the 1st and go off on the 26th. This will be the 62nd year, and we expect to have 500,000 or 600,000 people that come through on those 26 nights.
Bill CARSTARPHEN is the CEO of Far Yarns. He says the Christmas lights started when his grandfather ran the company back in 1956.
But of all such towns, there is none so small and none so bright as McAdenville, North Carolina.
The mill's gift to McAdenville. That's become McAdenville's gift to millions more ever since.
I don't think anybody ever imagined that it would grow to what it is today. And it's about tradition, it's about history, and it's a great responsibility that we have to keep it going.
Okay, go up just a little bit.
The work on that McAdenville Christmas tradition all starts around Labor Day. 3 months to put all those lights up.
Okay, you're good.
Then 3 months more to take them all down, with the mill paying the power bill for all those Christmas lights too. Meanwhile, down at the McAdenville post office, every letter mailed from McAdenville gets a special Christmas Town USA postmark. Because even when Christmas is over, Christmas Town is still McAdenville's identity. It's why people who aren't from here still want to come here.
Well, I've always thought, ever since I first saw McAdenville, I always thought it had a unique charm about it.
Greg Richardson's not really a newcomer anymore. He's been here in McAdenville 10 years, living in a new neighborhood near the lake, where McAdenville's old Mill Hill used to be.
My vision for our family from day one was that we would move here, and this is where we would settle, and this is where our kids would grow up. This would be what they call their hometown. Real town with a real history, and so I've always thought that was unique.
But textile towns with a history like McAdenville also need a future. Which is why, as these new mill-style homes go up for the new families moving in, hundreds of McAdenville's original mill houses are just old photos now.
Well, there is a fine line that we're walking here in McAdenville. We have torn down some older buildings, older mill houses, but we've also tried to keep a lot of the old historic buildings that Mr. McAden built back in 1881.
CARSTARPHEN says that includes saving these rare mill houses made of brick, not wood, built by the mill back then to lure the best workers. Just like these modern homes lure young families and professionals to McAdenville today. And while the old mill on Main Street promises to preserve the best of McAdenville's past, Far Yarns first had to figure out how to stay in business by changing its business.
In the 70s and 80s, we used to make a lot of yarns that went into apparel, mainly sweaters and socks. And that industry we could not compete in.
So while other textile companies closed down, the mill in McAdenville invested millions, modernizing, making new yarns, not for the shrinking U.S.-made clothing industry, but for the growing U.S.-made carpet industry. So this is how you compete. This is how you keep people working.
This is it. We've got to stay on the cutting edge of modern technology so that we can make the yarns that our customers at the carpet plants want.
Most of our employees are local. We didn't bring anybody from outside state, so it's all within 20 miles of here.
And driving by on I-85, well, here's a billboard you don't see every day. Far advertising for more textile workers outside another plant where they mix high-tech fibers.
Once we continue to blend it, card it, draw it,
that go into safety gear worn by soldiers and firefighters and other high-risk occupations.
we know the science behind the fibers, we know what to put in together.
Yeah, we keep hiring.
For Timmy Gibson, his job here at Far Yarns feels like family.
My dad's been working for far over 30 years doing the maintenance and Christmas lights in town.
In fact, we actually found this old video of Timmy's dad, Tim Gibson, in his younger days, stringing those lights on Main Street. McAdenville looking pretty much the same then as it does today.
There are grandparents today that take their grandchildren through, and those grandparents today, their grandparents took them through. And there's nothing commercial about it. It's very simple. There's nothing flashy about it. And it's just a wonderful gift to the community that we hope that we can continue to do for years to come.
And the numbers here in McAdenville are impressive. More than 500,000 Christmas lights on these trees all over town. More than 500,000 visitors coming to see those lights every Christmas season. And I guess that's more than 500,000 reasons to keep as much of old McAdenville just the way it is now, the way it's always been. Amy?
Thanks so much, Jeff. McAdenville's officials say they decorate nearly 400 trees every year, and those lights shine brightly through December 26th. When you think of a trailblazer,